Okay, so in this question we will discuss about uh, humerus fracture, right? So see, this asks that a child presented with tenderness and crepitus on lateral condyle of humerus with flexion deformity of elbow following and fall on the extended hand. Long-term complication of this fracture includes. So they already mentioned that there is a fracture of the lateral condyle humerus fracture. So in this session we will see lateral condyle humerus fracture, and we will also discuss some points with supracondylar humerus fracture. Okay, so they asked about the complications. So let us discuss about lateral condyle humerus fracture. Okay, lateral condyle fracture humerus, and here I will discuss supracondylar fracture humerus. Both are important topics, right? And then I will show you the x-rays. Okay, so talking about lateral condyle humerus fracture, it is a common fracture in children due to fall on the extended hand. Okay, so actually there is after the fracture there will be swelling, pain, of course, capitus, tenderness over the lateral epicondyle. Now they asked about the complications of lateral condyle humerus fracture. The complication will have non-union is an important complication, right? The fracture may be non-united in the a long term, or there may be cubitus valgus deformity, right? Cubitus valgus. Now varus means towards your body, valgus means outside, means away from your body, right? So the arm, if this is your trunk, the arm will be deviated outside, right? Cubitus valgus. This is a valgus deformity. Okay, yeah. So cubitus valgus, and cubitus, if there is cubitus valgus, it may result in tardy ulnar palsy. It is also an important complication, right? Tardy ulnar palsy, also osteoarthritis in the long run. Okay, so obviously the injury is your child falling on the hand with the elbow extended and forced into varus. Okay, so the elbow is swollen, deformed, there is tenderness over the lateral condyle, and non-union, malunion, tardy ulnar palsy, recurrent dislocation. Yes, recurrent dislocation. These all remains your important complications. All right, and occasionally condylar displacement may result in posterolateral dislocation of elbow. So that comes under recurrent dislocation only. Okay, so these are the important complications. I'm talking about supracondylar fracture humerus, also a serious fracture in your childhood with now here complications, if I say, let me take another color. Here if I mention about complications, they can be divided in like your immediate, early, and late complications. You can divide it. So talking about immediate, it's occurring at the time of fracture. Early means first 2 to 3 days, and late means it's occurring weeks to months. So if I say that supracondylar fracture in the immediate complication, there may be brachial artery injury and median nerve injury. Okay, brachial artery injury, median nerve injury, very important. So these two vessels may be injured immediately. If I talk about early injury, there may be Volkmann's ischemia. Okay, if I talk about late complications, there may be malunion, and just opposite, okay, to lateral condyle fracture, that is cubitus varus may be there. Cubitus varus. All right, there may be myositis ossificans, Volkmann's ischemic contracture, all this, right? And then there may be displacements as well. What all displacements? Posterior or backward shift, proximal shift, medial tilt, lateral tilt, interrotation. So all these dislocations may be there. So in supracondylar fracture humerus, if I talk about immediate injury, brachial artery, median nerve injury. Early, that is 2 to 3 days, Volkmann's ischemia. Late complications, that is weeks to months, malunion, cubitus varus, myositis ossificans, Volkmann's ischemic contracture, and few displacements. And in lateral condyle humerus fracture, we have complications like non-union, malunion, tardy ulnar palsy, recurrent dislocations. Now let's go back to the question that mentions what are the complications of lateral condyle humerus fracture? Now we can say, is malunion a complication? Yes, we studied. Non-union, correct, is a complication. Then tardial ulnar palsy was there. Recurrent dislocation was there, correct. But Volkmann's ischemic contracture is not a complication of lateral condyle humerus fracture. It is a complication of supracondylar humerus fracture. So I have discussed the complications of both types of humerus fracture. Okay. So now let's go back to the radiology, and then we can see which one is okay, this one. All right. So this is what they are mentioning in the question, that lateral condyle humerus fracture, right? So here may focus in this slide. Okay. So that was your medial condyle, because there is a prominence, right? This is your lateral condyle humerus fracture, right? This is the fracture line. All right. So now you understood that this is how it will look in this in your extra slides. Okay.